There we go, guys. Ready to drive. So I just loaded up the trailer. The truck was already loaded as I come to work, and I'm gonna shut it up in the back, and then go take my loading or delivery papers, and we'll be on our way to Älvsjö or Tumba-Tullinge. I don't know which I will take first. We'll see. I always shut off the engine if it's not if the turbo doesn't need to cool down. I just shut it off to save fuel. So you guys, here we go now. I got my papers and we're gonna go to Willys Älvsjö, really big store. It's really hot out. It's 26th of May now, Friday, 22 degrees out. And I don't think the AC is working really, doesn't seem like it. Driving here a Volvo FM 440 with the trailer connected, and it's about 24 or 23 meters long. Got a long trailer and 18 pallet truck with a bed in the back. And it's 4 meters high, this truck. So the cabin is pretty low, you know, compared to the truck. The truck is actually quite a lot higher, as you can see. So, sorry for the dirty windshield. The same truck, they still haven't cleaned it, man. Polish driver there waiting for his turn. He can go in behind us. Here's my driving stats. 3.87 liters. And there's the new Scania with the GKT coming. That long ass trailer, you know. See? Freaking awesome truck that is. Now we're using full throttle here, climbing up to 80. Gas here to do some eco driving. We're struggling up this hill here in 11th gear, 65 kilometers an hour, and I don't know how much load. I'm guessing about 10 tons on the truck and about 10 tons on the trailer. I honestly don't know for sure. That's what I'm guessing. My stats not so good, man. I need to improve the stats. We'll see what I can do. Soon we're gonna turn off to the right here, towards Farsta, and then I'll put the camera on my head. Okay guys, so now we're rolling down this hill here, neutral. I put it into neutral in about 70 up the hill, and now we're rolling up in 80, 85. So I'm gonna engage a gear, and I'm gonna be rolling here in maximum 90. I wouldn't recommend it, as it's illegal to go above 80, but yeah, I don't know how it's like in downhills, if the police see past that. And it's starting to shake a little bit here, going above 85, so yeah, I'll just recommend not going that fast with the truck and trailer combination. So here we are going to Farsta, and then we have the road to Älvsjö. You can also go straight and take a left up ahead, and I could have gone the concrete road and take the Huddingevägen roads up to Älvsjö as well. But so yeah, the plan is now to deliver with the trailer, pick up some empty goods from them, and drop off the trailer there, and then go to Tumba, Tullinge. It's way south of Stockholm. Oh, it's got a scooter there. Maybe we should wait a little bit. Oh crap, I didn't see it was a red light. Not good. Should have engine braked a lot earlier. But anyways, down south in Tumba, Tullinge, that's where I live right now, at my parents' house in Alby. Still a very nice place, because I live close to the nature. There's also Stockholm's biggest skiing hill there, Flotsbro, where you can actually do some summer activities as well. They have beach and nice forest. You can paddle canoes. They have a sauna, which you can rent, I think, on a bridge, kind of, you know, bat bridge. And you can do downhill cars racing. And you can ride mountain bikes in the woods there. They have awesome trails, and you can take their skiing, you know, that you use the skiing lift to go up the hill. You can put it on your bike, or you can hold it and you can just roll up the whole hill, and then you can just roll down. So that's really awesome. I see them going there all the time, like with really expensive bikes. By the way, the noise, if you're hearing, is from the seat. I have a fan in the seat here. Now I turned it off, and I turned off the fan of the truck, so now you will probably hear a lot better. I'm gonna turn on the fan on the seat just a little bit here. I think it has 2 modes, so now I put it in the first mode here. I'm not feeling too well. I slept very poorly. I woke up several times of noises and shit. That's the downside of working evening shifts, is that people wake you up, because everybody work day shifts. So, I mean, if you live like I do, which is really annoying. So we have 12 minutes left now, 7.8 kilometers. So earlier it was 20 kilometers, so I've driven almost 13 kilometers already. This truck has gone 750 kilometers. And these trucks can run for ages as long as you take care of them, but these guys at my company, they, you know, there's so many bad drivers and stuff. So here we are in the first roundabout. Or yeah, it's only one roundabout. What am I saying? I figured it was gonna be several. Here we can just let it coast down. You never know when it's gonna turn red here somewhere. But it seems clear. It seems like nobody's gonna make it turn red yet. So I can push it up to 70. I think it's 70 here. I'm not sure. Actually, it might be 50. Important to check the speed limits, man. you get so used to driving, you forgot to check the speed limits and you kind of just go with the flow. But if you have a police behind you, you can, you know, end up in trouble then. So it's good to check the speed limits. Up ahead now there's 70, it says. So, flooring it here, trying to reach 70 in Eco Plus mode, the I shift here. Nine minutes left now, 6.2 kilometers. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty sick. I slept very badly. My throat is like, it's like full of I don't know, it feels weird, like I'm gonna turn sick. I'm feeling like this for a really long time now, as I've mentioned. It's really quite annoying. I hope it gets better soon. Through Högdalen here again. Hökarängen to our right here. Got pendeltåg, the train to Nynäshamn going through here. So yeah, I actually lived in Nynäshamn before with my girlfriend, but I moved back home because I didn't like it there, and now we're looking to, or I'm looking to find a new apartment, but it's freaking impossible. You have to have a full-time job, but I'm only working part-time, and I can't work full-time because of my stomach problems and whatnot. And I don't want to work full-time. I don't need to work full-time because I earn so good, or pretty good, so you know, I don't want to work more than I have to, and I don't want to have a fancy huge house or villa with loads of cars and luxuries and spend money here and there. I don't want that. I just want to work a little bit part-time, and so that I have enough to live for, and maybe enjoy a few vacations here and there, and road trips and whatnot, you know. And working half-time was actually enough for me, you know. So I wish there was some way I could get an apartment even though I work only half-time, because I can afford one with a half-time pay if it's a cheap one, and if I'm good at saving my money, you know, not spending everything on shit stuff. And I'm really good at buying second-handed stuff. So you know, that helps really quite a lot. You know, the less you spend in your private life, for me, I think the less you have to work, you know. Pretty basic stuff. But most people, they just work full time and then they spend it all on shit they don't need and stuff like that. Maybe, you know, there are some truck jobs which have where you work 1 week and then you're free 1 week the other week. So that would be something, I think. I would like to try that. But then you'd have to sleep in the truck, which I'm not so sure of. But still, you know, it might be worth it. 1 week away from home and then 1 week home. I don't really know. What should you like do in the truck? Like, you have 11 hours where you're supposed to problem is then you gotta like always keep track of your driving times, your brakes and everything. You gotta be spot on, you gotta maximize your driving time, and like so many laws and regulations. Here at my work I do now, I come to work, I drive a little bit, it never exceeds the total driving time of 4.5 hours, you know, before I have to take a break. But then I have to take a break before 6 hours. Sometimes I put it on break, even though I don't really take a break. But I do that to avoid fines, you know, to do it before the 6-hour rule. I think you need to do a 30-minute break before 6 hours, but I've heard they don't really do fines for that, but you never know, so I just do it. And so yeah, I never exceed like the driving limit on this job that I have now, so I don't really have to pay attention to all the laws and stuff. I just come to work for 8 hours and then I go home, you know. Yeah, that's really nice, but as I said, I would like to have an apartment, and it's pretty hard like this. I don't know. I guess I'll work in this job now a little more, and then we'll see if I search for something else. I think in the summer or sometime soon, in like 3 months, maybe I will search for another job and try it out. Just try it out. I think I will still be employed at this job as I am, you know, part-time employed. I can still be employed, and then I will I mean, yeah, okay, whatever. Here's the place. Man, I am not eco driving good at all today. Slept so poorly, so it's hard to do vlogging and eco driving at the same time. Let's see here. Yeah, my breakaway energy is just going up. I'm driving like shit. And the fuel consumption is now reaching 4 liters from 3.65 or what it was when we left. Close to the curb. Here's the Scandic building and the Messa. How do you guys say Messa in English? Does anybody know that? Would be nice to learn that. So we're gonna back up in here in this tight spot here, you guys, again. But now I know there's like only one way to do it really, and I'm gonna show you now the kind of only way. So the AC seems to work a little bit now that I turn on this thing here. So it shuts off the air from the outside, because the air from the outside is really hot. So now it's working a little bit, so it's nice and cool in here. So I should have turned in a lot more, but I think we'll be good. I hope. Dirty ass. Crap, there's no paper in here. Usually I have just regular paper to wipe this off, no spray or anything, because then it will just smudge it out. But if you have just paper and rub it out, it will actually remove all the dirt really nicely. So don't use sprays and shit, just take paper. turn in really steeply here, see what happens. Like so, maybe? Oh, it's too early, I think. Or maybe it's good. Yeah, it seems pretty good. I don't like seeing myself in the mirror. I look so funny with this headlight. This is great, you guys. I think I'm just gonna do it like this. Yeah, I'm gonna go out now and open up the doors in the back. Okay, so I'm gonna see how this goes here. It's really strange kind of backing up like this. You see, it's not so good. But it's gonna work like this. You know, it's gonna work, but it's gonna be like all to the side there, so nobody will be able to go in there with the truck. We're gonna go a little bit more like this. And now, I think this will be perfect like this. Oh, now it's gonna hit there. It's not perfect like that. So, how about now? Yeah. Now here we go. That's better. That's excellent like this. It's going perfectly. Hey. Okay, you guys, I've just finished now. It took about an hour. I'm gonna eat my propid here. Didn't have much for breakfast. And drove the trailer a bit forward, so I'm gonna park it here and shut it. And I'll be off to the next place in Tullinge with only the truck. Okay, so I've now disconnected all the cables, opened up the VBG, put on the handbrake of the trailer, closed it up, put on the lights and locked it a bit there, and put on that hill holder thing, that yellow thing on the wheel. And yeah, I did do it totally wrong in the other video. I put it on the steering axle, only one side. It was very bad, so don't do that. Preferably put it on the non-steerable axle of the trailer. Otherwise it can twist. So now we're off here to the next place. Gonna have to reverse a little bit to make the hook release like that. And let's see how we get out of here now. So maybe we can just turn around like this. Or maybe we can't. Or maybe we can. No, I'm gonna hit the hook. No mirror, no mirror, what the hell? What the fuck, man? That's illegal, I think. I should report that to my company. They need to have a front mirror and a side mirror. I think it's a law on that. I don't know. The inspection should make sure that is correct. So I did also go to the bathroom and fill up my water bottle there. So that's a nice feature, or what do you say, advantage when driving this kind of work, that you can use the bathroom of the store. Sometimes though they have not thought that through at all, and there's like no bathroom unless you go to like the customer toilet, which is like on the other side of the whole store, which no coiffeur would ever do, go all that way unless it's panic. And also you can go into the store and buy yourself some food if you're hungry or something, and if you have time. So that's a nice advantage. Now later on, you may wonder why I dropped off the trailer here. I'm gonna go later when I'm finished with these two stores that I'm driving to now, pick the trailer up, and then we're gonna go to Årsta over here, where I've done a few videos going here. I've done two videos recently, one with an old Volvo FM, I think it was this one, yeah, and one with the Scania G490 going over there to Årsta Combi Terminal. That's where we're gonna go later on as well. And pick up some shit. So from here in Älvsjö we're gonna go down south from Stockholm to Tullinge now, deliver there. It's 9 minutes away from here, 6.4 kilometers. This is the way I used to take all the time when I did it. I lost all my licenses and I only had a moped. These old 30 mopeds, a Reju Drac. And I used to go this way because you can't drive on the freeway, you know, on those green roads, which has a green signs saying freeway. These highway roads are legal for mopeds. So you could see a 30 moped going here or a 45 km/h moped. Although my Reju Drac, I did bend the little restrictor in the exhaust, so if you pushed it, you know, you reach the top RPMs, it's like, and then you push it even more, and then it goes like even faster, you know, two-stroke. And after that, it's kind of opened up that restrictor port, which I bended a little bit. So it was like a legal 30 moped, but still not. So if you wanted to drive legal, you could just shift at low RPMs and drive at low RPMs, and that little restrictor thing in the exhaust would shut, you know, from the exhaust, from the blackness stuff in the exhaust, it will shut, so then it will be original and stuff. And then if you push it, it will open it up, and then it will go in like 60-70 km/h. If you remove the restrictor, sorry for my, I can't speak, man. If you remove it completely on those 30 mopeds, Reju Drac, then it will reach like 80 km/h, no problem. It's crazy how it can do that with just a 50 cubic engine. It's so fast. But then the engine won't last so long. The previous owner had it tuned or unrestricted, and when I bought it, it was like you could hear the engine had gone through a beating. It was sounding like the you know, it was loose in the engine, horrible sounds and stuff. But I drove it like that for like 1,000 miles, Swedish miles, like 10,000 kilometers. That time I had it, I drove all the way to Åland Islands with it, to my summer house there. And I used to drive this road all the time to the city and stuff. problem because I didn't have it totally unrestricted, and I didn't drive like a jerk. So, and I changed the oil regularly. So then it was no problem, even though the layers or rolling layers, what you say, in the engine was broken and sounded really bad. It didn't get any worse. In 10,000 kilometers, didn't get any worse, just because I was driving it carefully and I changed the oil regularly. And then I sold it for even more than I bought it for. I've been doing that to all my motorbikes and mopeds and stuff almost. I buy them really cheaply. As I said earlier in this video, I'm really good at buying second-hand stuff. So I usually go in this Blocket site, which is a second-hand Swedish site, and I search and I bookmark the page, the searching filters and everything, and then I look like every day if I'm gonna buy a moped or a motorcycle or a car. I look, and eventually that really cheap one can come out, because people sometimes they just want to sell it as fast as possible. And then you gotta look at the latest ads, and you gotta be the first one to call, and you gotta say that, like, you come and look at it, you know, be very what do you say, smidig, like, you know, quick business, like easy business with them, and they will sell it to you for a good price if you bargain a little bit as well. I'm really good at bargaining. So that's my Volvo S40 I bought for only 6,000 kronor. One owner, full serviced, newly changed cam belt. The only thing I had to do was change the rear brakes, the pads and the disc and everything, because it was rusted together. That's all I did. So basically I paid only 10,000 maybe kronor, that's like 1,000 euros for that car. And now I've driven it almost 40,000 kilometers, no problem at all. I only changed the oil 2 times, that's it. So I'm really happy with that one. No problems at all with it. Except one light in the dash that's broken. That's the only thing that happened. And one time the lock didn't lock correctly on the rear door. But that kind of just fixed itself. I'm gonna have to take apart the rear door, or all the doors basically, and lubricate them up. That's like regular maintenance that you do to cars, to old cars at least. Newer cars maybe are better in the lubrication, and maybe they last longer. But for me, I gotta lubricate the locks on that Volvo S40 so they don't get stuck again like it did there. Luckily it unstuck itself. Let's switch to the left lane here so we can drive a little bit faster. But oh, it's over here. Wait, what? No, this isn't right. This is not the correct. It's heading. Oh, I put in the wrong address. Nyängsvägen 3. That's Tullinge. Yeah, I don't know why I put in Huddinge. Oh, then now we have 7 minutes and 5.3 kilometers. So it's a bit longer than I said earlier. Sorry, guys. Nice motorcycles. Holy crap, you guys. I went to the store today. It's 26th of May. Yesterday was the red day, so I guess many people today are free as well. Oh crap. Man, my eco-driving stores are going to shit here. But so, yeah, I was going to the store before work. It was totally smashed full with traffic. Very heavy traffic there. It's crazy. I don't know, so many people take a day off today maybe and go to the store at like 1 o'clock in the day. That's like when most people go, in the middle of the day, I think, when they are free. Let's check out the eco-driving scores once. Thank you, taxi, for letting me switch lanes so everybody can pass me. Oh, you see, they're getting worse. 22.4% breakaway energy. Man, I need to improve that. Okay, let's see if we can focus a bit. So here I can put it into neutral. Let it coast down. So now it's coasting here. And I can see the roll on and zero gas is turning on here. So that will also decrease the breakaway energy as these ones go up. And hopefully it will not turn red on us here. So now we're still here in Huddinge, south of Stockholm. I used to live actually up here. I grew up here in Visätra. It's across this bridge. We got the Flemingsberg here with the Karolinska Hospital, which is really huge, where I was laying on my back still for 2 weeks after a skiing accident where I broke my whole bäckenet, it's called in Swedish. I broke it, like the sitting bone and stuff, fractures all over. But yeah, that's a long story. But luckily I didn't have to do any operation. I also got a hole in my lung. This was, I think, 2011 or something, or 2010, yeah. So I did also get a hole in my lung. I couldn't breathe. I thought I was gonna die, and then they gave me more morphine. And this was like right when I came to the hospital up in Gävle. I was skiing in Kungsberget up in Gävle. It's like, I don't know, 3 to 4 hours from here. So I was there for in Gävle. I was there over the night. My stomach got really swollen. I had a stomach scar in the stomach from the jump. I did a big jump with skis, and I went too far, and I landed like 10 meters, from 10 meters up in the air to into the ice. So I've kind of been through, I have like a couple of things I've been through. I broke my toe from wheeling over the motorcycle, and that led to nail problems and shit. I have been having to have a bandage on my toe for like 1 year after that. It's been a pain in the ass, and now finally I got the operation and I fixed that, so now I don't have any problems with the toe anymore. But I have a bad knee that jumps out of socket, as some of you might know. And then I broke my bäckenet to that skiing accident I was talking about. And I did get a hole in the lung, but that fixed it by itself, no operation needed. And I also broke my back recently, like 7 or 8 months ago. My back is feeling like it is earlier as well. It's fine, you know. I don't have any pain, but if I bend very much backwards, it can hurt. And if I lay on my stomach in bed for a long time, it can hurt as well in the back a bit. I just hope I don't get any problems in the future. Oh crap, I hope I haven't gone too long now. No, I haven't. It's right up here, now I remember. So our destination is right up here now. Now it's 26th of May, but I have a few videos I want to upload first before this one, and I'm gonna have to I'm not gonna be at home at my computer, so I won't be able to upload them easily until Sunday night, and then I will edit them all together via YouTube editor. So we can take a right here, I think. I usually don't go this way. And I'm just gonna drive against red here. It's actually in the USA you're allowed to drive against red on if you turn to the right. Here in Sweden it's not allowed, so that was kind of illegal. So don't do like me, guys. Strongly disadvise anybody for that. So we now reached this store here in Tullingen. I'm gonna unload here, maybe load up some empty goods. Hopefully it's not too much. If it's much, it's gonna be in the way for the next delivery, but that's usually fine. A little bit is fine. So let's see how I can reverse in here now. It's a little bit tricky coming this way. I usually come that way, so this is gonna be a little bit tricky like this. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna have to try and maximize the turn here, so now we can turn it fully, I think. Yeah, I mean, should have done that earlier even now. We have a huge container behind us. Feels like I'm gonna hit it any time. It's usually okay if you do hit it, as long as you go really slowly, you guys. As you see I'm doing now, going really slowly. So if I do hit it, it's usually no damages if I go so slowly. Usually it's the rear elevator hitting it. You gotta make sure you check both mirrors all the time. You never know. And I'm not gonna open up the doors. Sometimes I don't open up the doors before I reverse, because you see now it's really tight to open up the doors. So I would have had to done that already. But you can actually do it later sometimes, but you're gonna be aware of the doors with the rear elevator. Sometimes it doesn't really work, you have to do some tricks and stuff, and I'm not gonna show you that, sorry, but if you end up in this kind of work, somebody will teach you that definitely, so no worries there, you guys. Let's see if this works. Oh yeah, it works without me having to step out. Nice. Okay. I'm gonna lower down the truck a little bit here, so it's a bit more leveled out. There we go. I think that's good. Maybe the front as well. Let's check here. Yeah, that's really good. Okay. So, catch you guys later. Don't forget to put it into neutral. Okay, so I now finished here. Took about half an hour, and now we're gonna drive further south from Stockholm to Tumba. And we'll see, which way should I take? I think I'm just gonna go to the left here. Although I'm gonna let that car pass me first, and I'm gonna reverse in a little bit like this, so I don't hit on the way out, my overhang don't hit. He was really happy, or she. Okay, there we go. Now this was a lot easier than the last video, where I kind of had to go backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards. So that's a little trick, to just kind of go forwards and back up to the side and then turn, and you can do it all in one turn. Holy shit, that bump. I took off my gloves because I get so sweaty in these gloves. They are so thick. So I just basically took them off, although I don't want to take them off because then I will get dirty from the steering wheel, and then I will put on my gloves and then my gloves will be dirty. So yeah, I'm just gonna put them on now before my hands get too dirty. I honestly don't like driving different dirty trucks like this, full of people's germs and bacteria. You can get quite easily sick, like from others who are sick and drive. So that's a very bad, that's the huge downside with this job, I guess. And even if I were to be a full-time driver employed at this company, right now hired in, as most of you know, but even if I were to be employed and have my own truck, people like me who are hired in will still drive my truck then, and no matter how much I clean it, it probably will make it dirty, you know, and stuff, so we'll have to clean it all the time. But it's like that kind of at any company basically, because there's no company where you have your own truck and it's only you who's driving it. And it's not much of those, at least, because the truck needs to be rolling all the time. If it's not rolling and not in use, it's costing a lot of money just not being used, you know. So that's the thing. Now my breakaway energy is dropping here, 21.9%. Let's see if we can make that drop even more. Okay, was it turning red here? Oh, now it's dropping 22.1% again. 22.2%, just because I braked here with the pedal. It's hard to enter eco drive, man. At least I'm doing something. I'm eco driving a little bit. That's good. Now the clock is almost 17:30 here. Work at tonight, like 23 o'clock, a little bit before. Here's this place again with the beautiful views, with this nice Thai sushi place. Has great views over the ocean there, or sea. Breakaway energy 22%. So here was where I delivered on my earlier videos with the new Volvo FM, which is kind of like this one, but it's brand new, got a new interior. If you haven't seen that, you should probably watch it. Oh, my stomach is weird. I just had a sort of yogurt drink and I bought, what is this? Verum Hälsa yogurt drink. That's a good driver, waiting for the traffic. You know, those trucks, tractors go really slowly, they go only 30 kilometers an hour. Sometimes there are jerks driving them and they don't care about the traffic behind them, they just drive and drive and drive, they never stop on the bus station to let people pass them. But I'm guessing now it's coming more and more younger drivers who actually got a brain and let the traffic pass them and are not egos. Here I've actually worked Alfa Laval list summer work picking up stuff from the ground when I was young. So I live over here to the right. If you take this bridge and then you go into Alby, that's where I live. Can we make it? Yes. Right, here we are. Nice to not have a trailer with me now, it's so much easier. This place is a pain in the ass with the trailer. Sometimes you have these drawbar trailers, you know, tandem or tridem. You can actually go in here with the semi-trailer as well. I've done that before. It's pretty hard. Doing that you have to go forwards first here and turn around and then go and back up the other way. Let's see here if I can do it like this. In this place I think I'm gonna have to open up the doors before I reverse in, so I'm gonna put the truck like this so people can pass me, and I'm gonna have like space to my sides here so I can open up the doors. And that's a nice Porsche. I'm kidding, Porsche it's called, huh? I don't know how to say that in English. Porsche. Or is that a, no, that's not a Porsche. Looked like it said Alfa Romeo on the back. That was a strange car. Okay, I'm gonna open up the doors now and then reverse and deliver here, and I'll record later when I'm done. See ya. Just a quick little update. It seems like I got some problem with the rear elevator, so I'm gonna try and increase the RPM here for a little bit and see if it works better. Right now it's really slow. It feels like it's gonna stop and not work anytime. It's not working. I'm pushing. Stupid elevator, it's broken. Oh well, let's see how I fix this. So at least I finished all my deliveries, which is the important thing. And in here, this is where the rear elevator operation is. Okay, so I got it out, and let's see here. It got oil, so that's not an issue. And the connections seem all good, yeah. It's just not working. I'm gonna have to call the company and tell them the fuse is good. You know, it got power, so this is gonna be a long day, I guess. Maybe they'll have to get a tow truck here. No, I have loads of empty goods I have to put in the truck. But as I said, at least I've delivered everything. I did want to deliver everything because I was notice it was turning bad. This is not the first time I have problems with the rear elevator. You see, it's working a little bit, so I could maybe get at least the electric truck up and drive it home. I don't know. Okay, so now I have only the electric truck on the elevator. And it seems like I can get up the electric truck, so apparently I'd have to leave. I don't know what I'll do. Now I know the options, so I'm gonna call the fleet manager and ask them what I should do.